So, what is going to be the name of your 501c3?
Probably the UAP C3, which they now call it the UAPs, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon, but it's UFO. It's a UFO C3. That's what I propose. All the major experts are saying, "Oh, don't call it the UFO because then people will think it's associated with ETs." Of course, which it is, and they don't want to talk about that. But I'm proposing to be the UFO C3.
So, have you actually dug through like any court filing documents that support your claims of UFOs?
I've seen the classified portions of Project Blue Book. Yes.
So, can you go into detail about this or no?
Well, yeah, photos of crashed UFOs with U.S. personnel around taking photographs of them, etc. So I've seen that, and I've brought that information to the U.S. Jesuit headquarters. Gotten the U.S. Jesuit headquarters to authorize me to deliver a 3-hour closed-door seminar to the people at the SETI program at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory here in Pasadena, that I did a 3-hour seminar on the theological implications of contact with an extraterrestrial civilization.
So, have you ever been like in experiments at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory?
I've never been in any experiments. No, I just went and they asked me to deliver this seminar to them. On the Catholic Church has issued an official public statement now on November 11th of 2009 with Pope Benedict. They specifically stated that now, in light of the discovery of more and more of these new exoplanets, the time has now arrived where it's become clear that much sooner than we had previously anticipated, we're going to be discovering life elsewhere in the universe. So the time has arrived for a major conversation to be undertaken among our people of the profound philosophical and theological questions that are posed to our human family now by the discovery of life elsewhere in the universe. So that is the conversation that has started now with front page newspaper coverage now of the reality of the UFOs. Now the time is to get ready to go. Who's piloting these things? Now that we know they're real, who's piloting these things and where did they come from? And what level of development are they at? Or what are their answers to some of the profound questions that we're still asking ourselves? How did the universe start? What's the teleological unfolding of the universe? Have they figured any of these things out? What is the source of consciousness? How did consciousness arise out of the apparently non-conscious materials in the world? How did this happen? What are they thinking about that? It's time to engage them in that. These are really extraordinarily important conversations. And we've had these conversations among ourselves, and we always get to the point, well, we haven't figured that out yet. Well, I mean, if they've been around for 1,000,000 years, some of them 1 billion years longer. I mean, the universe is 13.78 billion years old. Our 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 planet is only 3.5 billion years old. So there's other ones that could be like 4 or 5 billion years in advance of us. So they could have spent a little bit more time than we have on looking into these questions. And so they may have some more information. But we have to be circumspect about this. We can't just have them tell us the answer and say, like, oh, we're going to have to believe them, because we need to get information, have them help us figure this stuff out, work with us, give us the information they've got so that we can come to our own conclusions about this. So this is why these gatherings are really important. These are actual citizens that are gathering together to insist upon getting to the bottom of these things, not having to wait for the government to tell us. But at the same point, if the government knows, they're supposed to tell us. This is a democracy. We're supposed to be able to make decisions about this. So, we're leaning on them to get this information to us. And at the same time, we're going to be working ourselves to get the answers to these questions.